Today's topic, we got a fresh and fit clone who got upset at our video recently. Remember that guy who was talking about the single moms and it turned out he was with a single mom and all this stuff?
A black man playing stepdaddy to some white kids.
He made a response to everybody.
What's his name?
Yeah, Cooley. These guys.
Okay. So Abba and Preach, this is what they do. They've got 2.17 million subscribers on YouTube. They've got other channels, but this is what they do. They react to videos, especially videos of red pills gentlemen. If you don't know what I mean by red pills, stay tight. You know what I mean by red pills. There is a red pill and there is a blue pill. Depending on which pill you take, your reactions are going to be different. That's depending on the pill that you are focused on. So, Abba and Preach, they are good at what they do. They are good at what they do. Some of their videos are so freaking funny. And if you are of the red pill society, and you do some dumb shit on your podcast, then they will come for you. They will come for you. They will try to make fun of you, and because they are comedians, I think they are stand-up comedians, so that is what they do. That is just their life. So this guy, they say fresh and fit clone responds horribly. By the way, what did he say that they reacted to his video and then he had to respond? Because that is all what YouTube is all about, especially if you are a reaction channel. If you do podcasts, no, people are going to pick on what you say. And sometimes people will take you out of context. Or sometimes people will just think for you. They will do the thinking for you. You will say something and people will think for you. Especially if you say some dumb shit. And sometimes even if you say something smart or something that a lot of us cannot understand. Or, let me put it this way. Something that is above some of our pay grade. Some people will do reaction with that. Every video on YouTube, there is a reaction. Because reaction videos, they're good. People will prefer to watch not the original video, but people will prefer to watch a reaction video. Because in that reaction video, you know you're going to laugh. You know it's going to be something that gives you a little bit of entertainment, especially when you come back from work and you're tired. You go on your phone. First of all, you look for reaction videos. So, and Abba and Preach, they are freaking good at this. And the amount of people they've reacted to, the amount of people, YouTubers, who have tried to copyright their platform so they can be banned, you will not even believe it. But they are still there because they are very smart with what they do. They try not to distort what you said, but just rebuff and give a counter argument concerning what you said. So with this one, what did he actually say? What did he actually say that they are doing a reaction to? Did he say something really dumb and stupid, or what did he say?
They're not even going to come up with their own thing, just biting off Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit, then I'm not even going to bother to learn their name.
And spin that shit.
Isn't there an irony about a fraud calling his podcast No Fugazi? Isn't that like a next level irony?
That's great.
No Fugazi.
If these guys were a bit self-aware, they'd actually be hilarious people.
Yes.
So he comes out and basically he starts going after everybody who came from him. And he's like, you guys are low IQ. You don't know what you're talking about.
Choice since in $2. So why haven't you married her yet? 2016 is 2024. Low IQ people.
So let's go take a listen to what this No Fugazi got to say.
This is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill the story ends.
Oh, the Matrix.
You take the blue pill, the story ends.
With the tiny music, bro. We got doing some kind of. You have to understand. This is your last. Sorry. You have to understand. This is your last chance. Oh man, it's just.
Alright, you know what? I think I don't want them to copyright because I did a reaction video. I don't know if it was corny, it wasn't good, and they slapped a copyright on that video. So I think let me go to No Fugazi and find out his reaction. But actually, before I go to No Fugazi, can we quickly skip to where they are reacting to what he said before we go to No Fugazi? Or should I go to No Fugazi before coming back to Abba and Preach? Yeah, I think that is what I should do. So I'll go straight to No Fugazi before I come back. Let me see if I can find him. Let me find No Fugazi.
Your last chance.
Alright, this is No Fugazi podcast.
You take the blue pill.
Cooley fires back with receipts at Abba and Preach. And O'Shea Duke Jackson.
You stay in Wonderland, and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Why the red pill and the blue pill?
I know you like that, right? So there's a few things that we're going to get into tonight. It's been a lot of noise in these streets, and we're going to explain.
First of all, I am going to give him a 100 on 100. His hairline is his beard gang is dude definitely look after himself. He's blessed with a fantastic hairline. I think this is one of the best of the best. And his beard is on point. So No Fugazi, I give you 100 over 100 on everything that's going on over there. Your skin looks good. Your eyes look clear. Nice dentures. Hairline is on point. Your beard gang, dude, is on point. So let's go.
Expose all the misinformation and propaganda that these reaction channels is doing about Cooley and No Fugazi. So let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business.
Manipulation happens when you focus on the effects instead of going to the root, the cause of things. And many viewers out there have been manipulated by watching these reaction channels from these big platforms. So now let's actually go to the root of how this all actually started. So now I'm going to play clip.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to us.
Edited things out to make it seem like I said I was a top tier man. Day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
You believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what, 8% of the entire.
Wait, she asked that question. Did he say yes or he did not? Did he actually say yes, I'm a top tier man, or he did not? But now he's describing what constitute a top tier man.
World is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women.
All right, wait. He's 6'4". He's black. He makes well over 100,000 a year. What was that again? Did he say he's got a high IQ? I didn't get that one.
Are attracted to? No, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
Hold on, before we go, what's your math saying?
A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship.
All right, so you just got finished with that clip, and that was the edited version of the clip. So here's the full version of the clip.
I'm interested with the full version of the clip, but I need to forward this a little bit.
Okay, so since we're speaking about
Going broke or none of that.
so since
You
we're
believe,
speaking
you
about
believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
By what standard?
Mhm.
Well,
Okay.
relationship. I'm not speaking about myself, but
When I'm in a relationship, I'm not speaking about myself.
Okay. So he said, I'm not speaking about myself. So if there's any reaction channel out there that is saying that he was saying he is a top tier man, this has just proven you guys wrong. He just said there, I'm not speaking about myself. That means he's out of the equation. But what did he say further?
I'm not speaking about myself.
As you can see in that clip, I never said I was a top tier man. As you can also see in that clip, the woman, she spoke about values. I spoke about tiers. I spoke about the prerequisites, the things that a man has to meet before a woman even gives him a chance. So generally speaking, women are attracted to height, income, and race. That's to get the man in the door. The values and his character and his personality and him being a virtuous individual, that comes after the man meets the woman's prerequisites. So what that woman just stated was manipulation. She spoke about the effects. I actually spoke about the cause. I went to the root of it. So think about it. If a woman actually did meet a man and he embodied all of those values that woman stated, but he was 5'2" and broke, she wouldn't give him a chance. And most women wouldn't either. Now, since you just watched that clip and you got the truth, now let's get into the next lie that they told.
That's why he thinks he's a top tier man, because he's 6'4" and black. This is why he's the trinket. He's the fetish. But this is the dude that y'all follow, fellas. This is the rhetoric that y'all subscribe to from hypocrites. A black man playing stepdaddy to some white kids with a single mother who was a BBL Becky.
One.
The guy said a single mother who is a BBL Becky. Oh, these guys. A single mother who is a BBL Becky. Why do you have to throw that in there? Why are you picking on the woman? She wasn't there when he allegedly, which he didn't say he was a top tier man. He said, oh wait, it's a little bit confusing. Did he actually say, yeah, he said he was not a top tier man, so I shouldn't try to mix up things. But let me hear him respond.
Y'all saying BBL Becky? Y'all funny. So as you all just witnessed in that clip, it shows that, oh, well, Cooley is saying these things about not dating a single mom, but he's actually dating one. So hypocritical. Well, let's actually play some clips where I always speak about these things on my podcast, and I've never lied about my life. And I have almost 2 million followers on TikTok where it shows my personal life. 2
million followers on TikTok.
When I put this out there for the world to see, and I've spoke about these things many times on my podcast.
Wait, if he has got 2 million followers on TikTok, does he also include that? Okay, that picture was from TikTok, which shows that he doesn't lie about his life. Because if he was lying about his life, he would not have his family on TikTok. Yeah, I think so. Because how do you go on social media and pull a picture and say someone was lying about his life when he already has that on the whole world to see? That means he wasn't lying, because it's already there for the whole world to see. Or you might say but to be honest, content creators are here to make money. Just like me, I'm trying to make money too. Some people, sometimes they lie on a podcast to make people to talk. Because if more people are talking about a video on your podcast, that drives traffic into your podcast. And once that drives traffic into your podcast, the algorithm is going to keep sending those videos to so many other people. And once that happens, the number of views is going to skyrocket. And once the number of views skyrocket, that is how money gets into your account. So it can be anything. It can be that he lied, knowing that people will find out and make videos about that lie, or actually he did not lie. I don't know.
You're in the 18 percentile like myself. I have full custody of my kid, right? Difference between me and you is I met my girl we got together when we were 25. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yes, we both had children. So we came into the relationship with children, but I was young and she was young. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't have to build on anything. We were kind of just young together, figuring things out. Okay, so now you just heard that clip where you got the truth now. Now let's get into another clip where I actually tell men that don't have any kids not to date single moms. Men that do have kids that have full custody of their kids, that's an exception to the rule if you have full custody of your kids, because only 18% of fathers win custody battles.
Okay, I now understand the part where he says he's an exception. I now understand the part. Because I saw that clip when he was saying that men shouldn't date single women. And that is where all these reaction channels are making those videos. Because you are saying that men shouldn't date single women, but you are in a relationship with a woman who had 2 kids before you even met her. But he said he's an exception to that rule. And the exception is that he met his woman, she already had kids, and he already had kids. So if 2 people, the thing is, if a man already has kids, you cannot go around and say you cannot date a single woman because you already have kids. But if you don't, then you can say, I don't want to date a single woman because you don't want that added baggage. But if you're coming in with baggage, how do you expect that other person not to come with baggage? So if you're coming in with baggage, then the issue of a woman having kids and you not being in a relationship with her should just fly out of the window, because that option is not on your list anymore. The option is out of your list. You might still have the option on your list if you are a millionaire or a billionaire and single. So you might have that option on your list. But if you're not, then that option should not be on your list. So let's carry on.
You're in the exception, man. And when you have full custody of your kid, women that don't have kids necessarily don't understand the obligations that it takes when having kids. So you can find a woman that doesn't have kids that does understand the obligations. That's a great thing. But if you can't, then there's a higher probability that a woman that has kids, she can understand those obligations. But there's many red flags that those single moms be having. So still try to avoid them. But if you can find one that doesn't have
that part is really true. There are many red flags if you are a single man with no kids dating a single mom with kids. 1, they are bringing an added baggage. How is that child going to behave with you? How is the father of the child going to behave with you? Has she got full custody? If she's got full custody, yes, 1, you've at least you've taken that issue of the father of the child coming into your relationship away. And 2, are there any red flags? How was she living her life? Because if she's got full custody of the kids, how was the relationship with the ex? How did she come about being pregnant? Was it just a one night stand? Or were they actually in a relationship? And if they were in a relationship, what were the circumstances that led to her having full custody of the child or kids, and the husband not being, or the father of the kids not being able to see the kids? So those are the things you have to actually find out, because if you really want to be in a relationship, you have to know how the foundation. Like if you're buying a house, let's say you're buying a house that has been abandoned, and you want to maintain that house. You don't want to break that house down. You always find out about the foundation, how the house was built. You need to get a little bit of history so you can know you can know what you're buying. You can buy a house in auction, but most of the times is you're buying that house not for yourself. You're buying that house probably to sell. You see? So when you're buying something, when you're getting something for yourself, we all always try and just do our due diligence. Just check a little bit to make sure that we know what we're getting into. So I get what he said.
You have a kid? Maybe it's not a bad idea, but still, it's nonsensical to even say, because generally speaking, most of them do. I just happen to be the exception to the rule, and my girl happens to be the exception to the rule. With that being said, I still recommend you guys stay away from single moms. The man has bigger stake if he chooses to date a single mother and take her seriously, because she comes with kids. Now, a man that has kids and a woman that has kids, okay, that's a mixed family. It's like, okay, y'all both coming in with baggage. But a man that doesn't have no kids shouldn't look a single mom's way. So there has been no lies.
Wow, that's true. Yeah, that's true. All these channels that have done reaction video calling this guy a hypocrite should send him an apology. I too, the day I saw that short clip, I was talking to my partner and I was like, how dare he says he cannot date a single mom? But no, how dare he says men shouldn't date single mom, but he's in a relationship with a single mom. It was a little bit not clear if you watch those short clips or if you watch those reaction videos. But now I fully understand what he meant, and I get the full context of what he was saying on that podcast. And to be honest, No Fugazi podcast. I am with you, dude. You know what you're talking about.
This stuff on my full panel podcast with women and on my debate shows when I have men on. So a hypocrite is someone that tells someone, I don't do this. That ain't me. I don't stand for this. But then they go head out and do it. That's what a hypocrite is. I just want to let y'all know. That is true. We can all agree to that. So all of these podcasters making reactions to me, they saying that I'm hypocritical because they think that, oh, here's another red pill guy making talking points like all of these other podcasts. So he must view himself as like a bachelor and this high value guy, where if you watch No Fugazi, I'm not a bachelor. I'm a father. So my values and everything that I embody is much different from these other type of red pill podcasts that y'all watch. Y'all just new people coming in right now, just talking a whole lot. So it's like having an essay on a book that's 20 chapters and you only read 4 of the chapters and then you make a conclusion off the book.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think Abba and Preach should have put him in the mix with the Fresh and Fit. Because he's a father. He's got full custody of his kids. He's in a relationship with a woman who had kids, but they all have the kids in one house as a family. So I can listen to him. Because he's a father, he's got his kids with him. He looks after his kids. And he as a man has taken responsibility of his choice. When you make your choice, when you make all your choices, you have to take responsibility and you have to be accountable to what you've made. He has made that choice. He has taken the responsibility and he is accountable. So all those other YouTube reaction channels that have made all those videos calling him a hypocrite should send him a massive apology. Especially if you are making a reaction video and you haven't got kids. You should not even be... If you haven't got kids, stop talking when it comes to people with kids, especially men and women who have custody or who are looking after their children. If you haven't got one, just shut up. Because you do not know what it takes to be a father or a mother. You do not know what it takes to look after your own child. Or to look after, let me not say your own child. Even if you've adopted a child, anybody who hasn't got a child should shut up. All of you guys have to go and apologize to No Fugazi. All of you, you got to apologize to No Fugazi. He is an outstanding father. Just from listening to this, by the way, I need to subscribe to his podcast straight away. Just listening to this video, he's good. But my only problem with him is this red pill, blue pill issue. That is the only problem I've got with him as of now. But it's outstanding.
4 chapters that you read. So a lot of people in the comments and stuff like that currently right now is like, oh no, he's just trying to cover up. No, bro, you don't watch my content. As you've seen, I lost no subscribers. My Instagram is still the same. So all of this noise and stuff like that, my true supporters are still rocking with me. Y'all just here, y'all knew. So since y'all knew, I'm going to get this work too. And actually, I am going to open it up for some of the haters because I like the debate. And I'm here to roast people today. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. State your name. Where you from?
Oh, yeah. My name
Okay.
Vontae.
Yes, sir. I'm originally from North Carolina, but I stay in Florida now.
Okay, word. What you here to debate? What you here to speak about?
Yeah, I'm listening to what you're saying and everything, though, but it's so weird because it's not what you preach out to your community. Like, as much as you want to sit here and say that you might have put this out to the world, to everything you say to your community about...
You thought that? Okay, so maybe you didn't see the clips. When did you come into the stream?
Wait, let me...
So you seen the beginning videos where I played little clips that I spoke about, literally the same thing that I said today, I spoke about to my audience. You seen that, right?
Yeah.
So that means that, so that means that you're a liar.
It's still contradicting yourself because it's not what you done said in your previous videos.
No, I've always said that.
Everything right now is what you're trying to prove for yourself right now.
No. True. Listen, True. When you watch the videos in the beginning of this live stream, I play clips, not from now. I play clips from previous podcasts, right?
And he did, yeah. He's played clips from previous podcasts when he's saying something totally different from what all these guys, True, Abba and Preach, O'Shea Duke Johnson has said. He never said that he cannot date a single mom. He said he was an exception. He also said he got a relationship with his then girlfriend when they were both 25 and they all had kids. And just the fact that they all had kids, it takes him out of the equation of saying that single men shouldn't date a single mom. Is it single men? I keep saying single men. It should be men with no kid shouldn't date single mom. So I think he has not seen those old videos, those old clips, and he's just holding tight onto the clip that he was saying that men shouldn't date single women.
I said exactly what I'm saying now, meaning that I didn't lie. I've always been truthful about my personal life. My personal life has almost 2 million TikTok followers, right? So you just said that, well, you haven't said this stuff before, but you are now saying it. This is why it's hypocritical. I'm telling you that you're a liar.
Out my line. I'm telling you what you're coming at your mouth saying stuff about, single mothers and stuff like this. This stuff at your own mouth. Regardless of what it is, but your personal life doesn't match what you're preaching out to the world. I'm confused.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So your
personal life is not what you're telling everybody else out here to do.
That's what you think. Got it. Cool. So you just said something that, well, what you preach out of your mouth is hypocritical to your own personal life, right? So when someone is giving advice or telling someone what's best to do, should they speak about that in the general, or should they speak about it anecdotally? Maybe you may not understand what I'm saying. Say if you have a son, right, for example, and you telling your son, it'll be best that you don't talk to a girl that's dancing on a stripper pole. And then let's say that the son's mother, she was a stripper. Would that be hypocritical for the father to tell his son what's best to do? Yes or no?
No, it wouldn't be. I mean, he's doing this. He's telling him something that from his experience that he messed up, right? So
would it be hypocritical? Yes or no?
No.
It won't be hypocritical.
Okay, so stop it there, True. Stop it there, True. It's true. Just listen. We're gonna walk through the logic okay?
Right.
Let's just walk through the logic, man. Okay, cool. So it wouldn't be hypocritical for a father to tell his son not to do something if he just did it because he wants to advise. Anytime you're giving advice, you want to tell someone what's best to do. So you agree to that. So he's given advice, general advice to his son, but most of those women he should avoid because most of them are whores. Your camera went off, bro. What happened? So you just proved my point. Now he just went off. So he left. I guess he ain't want to smoke. Who knows? Because he knew he was wrong.
Anyway, this guy, all along, he was right. What he said, people just, that's what reaction channels are for. They are for making money. Sometimes they just twist what you say, and sometimes they take you out of context. And sometimes it's just a tiny clip that they need to make a reaction video with. Because if they had taken time to watch the full podcast, they might have changed their mind. But all I can say is no, Fugazi is not bad. He's okay, except for the pill stuff. And also, you guys need to apologize to him. Definitely, you guys need to apologize to him. Anyway, what do I know? We are all here to see if we can make money. We are all here to get traffic onto our channels. We are all here to, benefit from our time. This is time I'm spending. And you also are spending time. But anyway, I'm out of here. I haven't got anything to say. Abba and Preach, you guys, please apologize to No Fugazi. O'Shea Duke Jackson. Apologize to No Fugazi because that's not what he said. He's just clarify everything. So anyway, let me go. See you guys on the next one. If you may, support my channel too by just clicking that subscription button and come back for another video. We all are here for one thing: the Benjamins.